Outdoor adventurous activities include activities such as kayaking, rock climbing, as you can see, things like abseiling, canoeing, skiing, orienteering, and those sorts of things. So do not get muddled up and just think that it's anything that's in the outdoors, any sport that's in the outdoors. It's outdoor adventure. So all of these activities take place in the natural environment. This is a key part of your answer if we're talking about what are the characteristics of outdoor recreation or outdoor education or just outdoor adventurous activities. So these things take place, those natural environments are things like rivers, rocks, mountains and the like. A separate question might ask you around, well, okay, we can do those in the natural environment, but nowadays we can hopefully adapt these facilities in urban environments. So if you're in the middle of a city, 3-4 hours away from the natural environment, then you can still do the outdoor adventurous activity. So make sure that you've got a couple of urban adaptations of different activities in your bank. So things like the climb wall over here, are a swimming pool for kayaking, a dry ski slope for skiing, etc. are all good examples of this. Also know the difference between outdoor adventurous activities in terms of outdoor education and outdoor recreation. Now you should know these anyway from your knowledge of the difference between physical education and physical recreation. So basically outdoor education would be within a school environment and would be about learning, whereas outdoor recreation would be more in your own free time, where you choose to go and do the activity and you're more doing the activity for fun. So you also need to know benefits or values of each of these activities. So know the difference. Some of them may overlap, but some benefits or values may be more suited to outdoor education or outdoor recreation as well. So for outdoor education, where we're trying to do the outdoor activities in terms of learning, we might want to learn about the actual natural environment. We might want to learn about things like the country code, but also learn about how things are dangerous in that natural environment, and also learn to respect that environment. We may want to learn skills, so the teamwork, leadership and communication skills that come out of outdoor education activities are really good and could develop those types of skills much better than a lot of other sports. Again, learning new skills with outdoor education is very good. So learning new physical and motor skills is really important here. These are skills that a lot of children wouldn't have before they went on any sort of this activity. Self-esteem. So if kids complete a task and are able to do it, again, particularly if they think it's quite a tough, complex task and potentially dangerous, which they may well do in these types of things, they will develop their self-confidence and esteem. And lifelong learning is also important within outdoor education. So teachers would want to do outdoor education within a PE program, because some kids might not like your typical sports of your team games or even individual sports, your mainstream sports, but they may actually develop a love for, say, rock climbing or canoeing and carry on doing that activity for the rest of their life. And that's one of the main aims of the national curriculum. Outdoor recreation, slightly different. So this is obviously in your free time. So it might be about stress relief, getting away from it all, and getting out into that peaceful, tranquil environment and getting away from the stress of everyday life. Lots of people would do this for health and fitness reasons. So they it might be mountain walking, for example, getting out, getting the heart pumping, and developing their fitness. Clearly, it's outdoor recreation. It's fun. It's for enjoyment. That's the main reason that we would go out there and do it. But also, it might be that we wanting to learn a new skill, so a sense of achievement. It's actually achieving something. Again, in whichever activity that might be, it might be some sort of climb or going on a mountain bike ride. But developing new skills and developing yourself as a person. And also with the recreation, it might be more social thing. So clearly, we'd often go out in groups, more for safety reasons. But also that could be a big part. Again, a mountain walk would be a good social occasion. You need to know the difference between different types of risk. So we've got real risk, which is really serious risk, where you would be at risk of serious injury or even, worst case scenario, death. Clearly, this is to be avoided at all costs if possible. This would be through our planning, so you could look at, for instance, weather forecasts and take all safety precautions against real risk. The perceived risk, though, is something different. It's where the participant, particularly maybe younger children, might think there is a danger when actually there is no danger whatsoever. So there's no danger or next to no danger because of your safety precautions. So a good leader, though, would set in, so on a rock climbing example like we have over here, a good leader would set up all the safety precautions with all the kit up at the top of the climb, with the ropes being checked and things. We've got a belay here. We've even got a backup person on the rope as well. So for this climb here, there is actually no danger whatsoever. However, the leader may encourage a little bit of perceived risk, because if this person up on the wall thinks that it might be slightly dangerous, is a little bit skeptical of going up there and scared, then if they actually achieve it and get up to the top of the climb, which they probably will, then that might develop their self-esteem. Outdoor adventurous activities have increased in their popularity, and it's worth knowing a few ideas as to why this has happened over the past couple of decades. So again, it's about getting away from it all, escaping out into the fresh air, into the countryside. Media plays a part in that, and we have more role models now who take part in outdoor adventurous activities. So therefore, it's become a little bit more fashionable. It's often linked with fashion, the whole culture of outdoor activities. As we've just discussed with outdoor education, the national curriculum for PE has outdoor activities as part of it. So hopefully, again, some kids would pick up on that and continue to do it because they've experienced it in PE. Better access, in terms of transport, in terms of money, in terms of the facilities available. Again, we have more urban adaptation facilities available as well here. We have better technology, so we have available equipment, and it's more safe for people to go and do. It can be an individual sport, so some people would prefer this, go and doing something by themselves rather than playing, for example, a team game. And again, this lifelong learning thing that lots of people, it can be, so going mountain walking can be an activity that people can do well into the later years of their lives.